We need to talk about a routine. We need to talk about our morning routines, our night routines. What are we doing throughout the day to get ourselves ready for the next day? What are we preparing ourselves for? Whether it's a goal that you have or just something simple that you want to get done for the week. It doesn't have to be a huge goal. We need to really sit with ourselves and figure out what do we need every day. What do you need for your morning routine? What's a necessity for you? What's something that you know you use every day or do every day that you need to make a part of your routine? That's something that you have to map out. Today is Sunday, and now will be a great time to get your week started. Plan out your week, make decisions for your week so that at the end of the week, when Saturday gets here, you can say, wow, I really got that one goal done. I really got that small thing done that I wanted to get done. And before you know it, those small things that you want to get done, they end up turning into a big goal. They lead you to your big goals. It's almost like walking on a trail and there's crumbs or little clues to pick up along the way. There's something that you are doing or collecting in order to get to the end of that trail, the end of that path, and your big goal is at the end of it. So, for instance, what do you need to do every morning, or what do you want to start doing every morning? Most people want their mornings to start off peaceful, quiet, no chaos, no loudness, no, you know, fast movement, rushing. Nobody wants to start their morning off like that, but most of us do. And a lot of the times it could be us not preparing ourselves for the morning, us not getting ourselves ready for that next day, just winging it every morning. So, something that you can do is to write out your morning routine. It could be something as simple as silence in the morning, taking time out for that, making sure you set your alarm so that you can have 5 minutes of silence in the morning before anybody else gets up, before anything just starts. Don't pick up, a device and start scrolling on social media or turn the TV on or nothing like that or the radio. I'm not sure how you start your morning, but something that allows you to just sit with yourself and think about your day and reflect on your goals, really. So, silence could be something that you write into your morning routine. You need to also write in affirmations. Those are very important. It might seem silly at first, but once you get into the routine of it, you know, it's easy. It becomes easier. It becomes a necessity. It becomes something that you need to do every morning in order to feel that feeling that you get after you said those affirmations. Not saying that the day is going to be based off of those affirmations, but once you affirm it and you say it out loud and you repeat these things to yourself every day, it's going to be easier for you to believe them and easier for your mind to fall in line with what you want, right? Your mind can't fall in line with what you want unless you're telling it to yourself. If you're telling yourself, oh, today gonna be bad, today is gonna be irritating, oh my gosh, these people at this job are about to get on my nerves. If you just wake up and start telling yourself this and talking about traffic, how traffic is gonna be bad, and the people gonna piss you off and stuff like that. You start telling yourself stuff like this early in the morning. Your day is most likely gonna turn out like that. Now, sometimes you might get surprised and have a good day, and you didn't even think you would. But 9 times out of 10, if you have those negative thoughts in your mind about your day, you're gonna have a negative day. So get up and tell yourself affirmations about how you want your day to go. It don't have to be anything huge, like I want to make $10,000 this month, or we don't have to talk about that. We're just talking about the day to day. I'm going to go, I'm going to make my money, I'm going to have a good day, and I'm going to have a peaceful day. I'm going to have, peaceful people around me. I'm not going to let so and so bother me. I'm not going to let this bother me or that bother me. You know, talk to yourself positively in the morning. So you carve out that time for silence. You carve out that time for some affirmations in the mirror. This still shouldn't take any more than 5 to 6 minutes of your morning. And I'm sure you can spare that. You can put, the device down or whatever, and just sit with yourself for that amount of time. And when you're doing your affirmations, I really want you to visualize those things happening. Visualize, you can meditate while you do it, or you can just visualize it while you're saying your affirmations. Visualize how your day is going to go, how traffic's going to be smooth. Nobody's going to get on your nerves at work. you know the kids gonna get up and they're gonna do what they need to do, get out the house, get to school. Your boss is gonna be cool today, like whatever it is. You're gonna go to your favorite coffee shop or breakfast place, and they're gonna have your sandwich ready, and it's gonna be right when you get it, and it's gonna taste good, or whatever. Just small stuff like I can't wait. Speak as if you already know it's gonna happen. I can't wait till I get to my favorite breakfast spot and they make my coffee just right, my breakfast sandwich, or Danish or whatever you get comes out. Oh, it's gonna come out perfect. I can't wait. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna have me a peaceful day. I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna come home. The traffic's gonna be good or whatever. Just talk to yourself positively, okay? Work on it. You might want to exercise throughout the day, not throughout the day, but in the morning or after work, whatever your schedule look like. You want to exercise. You want to get in some type of movement in your body, and it really helps to do that. You might want to read something, get started on a new book, crack it open. You probably got a book that's been sitting on that shelf or sitting in that on that cabinet shelf or whatever for months, weeks. You haven't even cracked it open. Crack open that book, see what it's about. Start with chapter 1, read the first couple pages, and then you might be like, oh, I really like this. Read something. It don't have to be a book. It could be a magazine or whatever. Take the time to read or listen to an audio book on your way to work. And scribing, that's more so writing. You're writing down your goals for the morning. You can write these things down today so you can plan for Monday. These things are going to happen. And then check it off. We actually have a page in the journal, our transformation journal. It's linked in the bio. You can check off the checklist from Monday through Sunday. So you will start this goal today. You want to make sure you're writing these things down so that you can have it mapped out for the whole week, all the way up until next Sunday. And it's pretty much a checklist. There's circles on it, and you can put a check mark in there and say, I did I made time for silence today, my affirmations, my exercise, reading, visualizations, all of that. Just to take note of what days of the week you take time for yourself. Now, when you get to the end of the week and you haven't made any time for yourself to do any of these things, then you have to really work on that. You have to force yourself to get up and do these things. That's why today is a great day to set that up for yourself. Set up your week. Set yourself up for a great week. And tomorrow we'll get into the evening routine. So stay tuned.